As the name suggests, a microturbine is a small power plant, generally only 1 kilowatt to 1 megawatt. But this tiny energy machine has the opportunity to drive big changes in the world of clean energy because of its many advantages described in this video. The first is the flexibility in the energy source used to drive this microturbine engine. All heat sources that are generally not optimally utilized can be converted into electricity by this machine. Whether it is in the form of abundant heat waste, sunlight that is evenly distributed throughout the world, unprocessed biomass, and other waste which is still considered as a liability up to now. Another advantage of the microturbine is its simple energy conversion process, which easily converts various heat sources into electricity. From existing heat sources, generally only one or two additional equipment is needed before it can be converted into electricity. If from waste heat that is needed is a recuperator. If from sunlight it is needed a collector. If from municipal waste it needs an incinerator, and if from biomass it is needed a boiler, furnace or burner, depends on the scale and conditions in the field. In simple terms, the process of converting heat to electricity can be explained as follows. The microturbine machines we make operate based on the organic Rankine cycle, or ORC for short. In essence, it requires a fluid medium whose character is adjusted to the heat source to be converted into electricity. Fluid that evaporates due to heat will become a high heat and high pressure gas to drive the turbine. The rotor rotation of the turbine will then be converted into electricity by an electric generator. The gas that comes out of the turbine will then be condensed with a suitable coolant to return to the fluid as original form. And so on, the repeated process. With the ORC process, this microturbine in theory can operate at any temperature range as long as the appropriate fluid can be obtained. Because of this flexible heat source temperature range, this microturbine is very suitable for an archipelago country like Indonesia, which has nearly 17,500 large, small and very small islands. There will always be suitable heat sources on each of those islands, no matter how far and isolated the island is. The advantages of this microturbine that we have created will also be beneficial for people in various other parts of the world through the Industry 5.0 Ambassador Network. The values promoted by Industry 5.0, namely the evolution from a wasteful to wasteless society, can be fully supported by a microturbine machine, which is one of the main missions as processing waste in any form from liability to assets, in this case into electrical energy. Not only from the market side, the production of components and complete machines from the microturbine, which we call the microturb, will also be distributed in a number of countries following the distribution of the user market. This is important to do because every country has different industrial standards and the people have different purchasing power. With this distributed production concept, this microturb will continue to excel in its respective markets. The world community who need the solutions we offer can already contact Industry 5.0 ambassadors in their respective countries, as well as institutions and businesses who are interested in joining the socio-enviro movement that we have initiated, which is to use a small machine to make a big impact, not only in the energy sector, but also socially and environmentally.